What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We've got an interesting video for you guys today, and as you can see up here, we've got a lot of empty space, and if you look down here, the S13 is outside, and we also have a lot of empty space. So in today's video, we're receiving a JDM parts container. Alright, so like I mentioned, this entire area up here was full of tires, but you know, with our super summer sale that we had, we cleared out quite a bit of stock. And one second. Alright, so as you can see behind me, this entire room is basically empty, just making space for this container that is coming. We're also going to put these engines up in that little opening up there, and then yeah, we'll pretty much be ready for this container. So I'm going to get the engine up on that rack, and I will pick this back up once the container arrives. Alright, so got the engine up there and the container has just arrived. So it is time to cut the seal and just start unloading all the goodies that we have. Alright, are you guys ready to see what we have in this container, our first container from Japan? Probably can't see in there because it's kind of dark in there and it's bright out here, but our container has arrived, and you can see there is a car in there and some bumpers and some other stuff. So yeah, we are going to just start unloading stuff because it's hot, and yeah, we're gonna start unloading stuff, and I don't know when I'll pick this camera back up, but you guys can just follow along and see what kind of stuff we pull out of this container.
is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
All right, so we got some things unloaded, some wheels, some hoods, some aero. Actually, not this aero. This is actually for another local importer to us. We just did them a favor and threw it in our container because it missed theirs. That's Kiwami Imports. And we pretty much got everything unloaded from underneath the car. So we have this skid over here, which is some wheels and stuff. And now you can see underneath the car is empty. So this is where we are going to start to try to bring this car down, I guess. And I've never really done this before, so it'll be a learning experience for me. We can do it together, guys. You can watch. And we have the fork extensions on the forklift. I figure we'll just try to support the car from the frame rails and then start undoing. These cables are fastened with like a U-bolt, and we'll just start undoing them. But actually I was thinking maybe we'll strap the car to the forks or something. But yeah, so we're gonna try and support the car and see if that works. So let's do it. Touching the cable. So, I wonder if we have to. Okay, so you can see that the car is strapped, pulling up and pulling down with these cables. So we've got the forks kind of lined up, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start undoing these U-bolts for the cables that are pulling down on the vehicle. So we'll start undoing it, and then at that point we should be able to support the vehicle with the forks and start undoing the cables that are pulling up on it. So let's start undoing these. Okay, so all the cables pulling down are loose, so we can pretty much pull these out, I guess. Alright, So back ones are off that we're pulling it down. So I'm gonna undo the front ones. I'm not gonna record it, and then I'll just pick it back up once we have that off, and we'll start supporting the vehicle. We've got the car fully disconnected from the cables that was holding it up as well as down. We've got the car supported with the forks, and it's also strapped around the forks at the front, and then we've got these stands here at the back. Yeah, this is our first time. Obviously this is our first container, so this is our first time doing this, learning experience. This is actually our car, so don't worry, we wouldn't do this on, we wouldn't learn on a customer's car. So this is our car, our personal car, and that's why we're doing it this way. So we've got these stands here, and these stands are rated for 1,500 pounds each, and majority of the car is supported by the forklift, so I think we're fine here. So we are going to slowly start lowering this down and try and get it down onto the floor of the container. All right, so little update. Tried to lower it, but it seems I can't really go any closer because the forklift is pretty much at the container and I can't get the forks further in. So we are going to have to use chain hoist to lower the back down while we lower the front down with the forklift. So we'll try that. All right, so at this point we've got each side of the rear of the car hooked up to one chain hoist on each side, and we began pulling the car up to get the stands out from underneath. Now you can see with the rear of the car hanging on the chain hoist, the car started to slide back slightly. That's because of where the chain hoists were anchored in the shipping container, and also because the forks were slightly tilted forward. The car wouldn't really be able to go any further back than where it is because of where the chain hoists are anchored, but it was sliding back to that point because that's where the chain hoists are sitting. So we started to lower the car down, and as a precaution, I decided to throw a strap over the cross member of the vehicle and onto the boom or tower of the forklift, so that the car wouldn't have a chance to slide any further back. Not that I thought it would. It was just more of a in case type of thing. So at this point, it's just a matter of lowering the front of the car with the forklift and keeping it level while lowering the rear with the two chain hoists. And as you can see, we pretty much got it down to the floor of the container. With the car lowered down onto the floor of the shipping container, we now just had to get it out and onto the ground. So the plan here was to lift the front of the car and roll the car at the same time outwards while lowering it onto the vehicle stands that I had previously built in another video. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check it out. I built these stands as a way to store one of my cars above another car. So these actually came in pretty handy for this, and I ended up having to swap out the front wheels with some 17s that had a larger overall diameter. This way we would have enough clearance to get the forks out from in between the car and the vehicle stand. I think it just cleared. So now we just had to get the back of the car onto the second stand, and we ended up just using some wood and rolled the car onto it while having the forklift there as a safety net, basically. And that worked out actually pretty good. So now I'm just hooking up a strap to the forklift and the car stands so that I could pull it forward. And from there, we just have to lift the vehicle off the stands with the forklift and lower it onto the ground. Okay, yep, I'm gonna go forward, yep. Okay. Listen, keep going. Keep going. Clear? Yep, fully clear. Oh, shit. And with the car on the ground, we can move on to emptying the container. container is empty. We basically pulled an all-nighter to get this empty. And as you can see, all this stuff is still not put away. So, very tired. Gonna try and get everything inside and pick this back up when I'm more alive. Grateful that Anthony was here to help us. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so it's been, I got a nice 4 hours of sleep since unloading the container. Like I said in the clip when we finished, I don't really remember, you know, when you're sleep deprived, you're just kind of, you might as well be drunk because you don't really know what happened or anything. You're just so exhausted. But I'm super grateful for Anthony coming to help us unload the container. It was definitely an interesting experience. So normally we do a lot of containers and it's mainly tires or brand new wheels. So it's kind of like one product and that's a little more straightforward. This being our first JDM parts container, there was so much random stuff from wheels to exhausts to new stuff. I mean, obviously, so we brought this from Japan. If you watch the channel, you know we're the distributor for Valino Canada. And that's why we brought so much Valino heavy stuff that's kind of hard to ship. And yeah, basically this container was just so much random stuff that it takes longer to unload and, you know, stack things on skids and get everything unloaded. I mean, like, look at this Nismo stuff. Crazy stuff. Koguchi stuff. The boxes, don't mind the boxes. They're a little mangled. That's pretty typical, I think, when shipping mixed, this is what I'm talking about, mixed goods. So we had new aero, OEM metal fenders, that type of stuff. A whole bunch of we got kabuki mirrors. This I think is like a steering column for S13. We even got 2 engines and 6-speed S15 transmission, a little bit of spoiler aero stuff or whatever, and a brand new R154. So a lot of random stuff. Bride seats. Oh man, let me show you guys. I don't know if you guys are ready for this, Canada, Ontario, Toronto, whatever. We have a plethora of seats. If you guys are OEM kind of guys, you want 180SX seats, you guys want some high class E-Derb, these are both carbon. One is reclinable, one is a fixed bucket. We've got even Vios over there, old school brides, and a whole bunch of confettis. And as you can see, we've got a whole bunch of wheels. You know, we actually started unpacking some stuff, and oh, this is a good one. Some Sierra Kais. We started unpacking some stuff and we realized quickly that that was gonna take way too long. So a lot of the stuff is not unpacked. We just kind of did the seats because they're such bulky items that it made sense to unpack them and kind of put them in place. But yeah, look at this. Look at this entire situation down here. So if you guys watch the channel, you know normally I'm working on my I have my personal cars in here, and I'm working on the S13, and for the forklift to be out and not in the corner downstairs, that's something else. And we basically just have stuff everywhere. I think the little wheel rack is pretty cool. Definitely got to, we weren't really ready. I don't know. I got to show you guys. Maybe I'll do a video on just the wheel rack, but it needed some support and we weren't really ready for it. So I just kind of quickly screwed in some wood bracing in between the wheels to kind of pull the plywood up so it's not flexing so much. But yeah, this is our container. We did a 40-foot container for our first time. For our first JDM container from Nara to Toronto, go Aki. We did a 40-foot container. Look at, like, I mean, maybe I'll try to do some cinematic shots because this stuff is just too beautiful. If you guys are like me and you love all this JDM car stuff, maybe I should do a video on, maybe I should do more videos actually of unboxing some of this stuff, because I gotta unbox everything. I gotta take pictures. Look at the seats up here. There's a whole bunch. There's some of these seats, some of the newer seats are still FIA approved, which is crazy. If you're in Canada, if you're in Toronto and you are looking for bride seats or bridge seats, whatever you want to call it, I mean, get at us, because we have got a great selection and they're not gonna last. So yeah, I think we filmed enough for this video. I had to pack this Volino order, which was exhausting. Oh man, I didn't even show you guys. I guess I should show you guys. I guess I should show you guys the car again. So what's crazy is me and my wife, we went to Japan last year for a month. We bought a car, which was that Varietta, and we went there to basically go on vacation and go see it. And at the same time, it kind of started this entire like parts thing that we were doing. And we had a rental car and we started buying parts. It's crazy. But long story short, we were in Japan and we were so excited about all the parts and everything to see. It was our first time in Japan. So we were so excited about all the parts and everything to see that we overlooked this car twice. We went to go look at this car twice and we didn't even really look at it. We were looking at cars on the compound. But I'll give you guys a quick little walk around. This is our Varietta, and I think I did a good job filming, but it was definitely interesting to get this thing down from hanging in the container. So I don't have the key on me, and also the battery's dead. Typical JDM things. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you click the like button, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you click subscribe, because we are going to unbox all these JDM goodies. And if you guys are into that, I'm sure you're gonna want to subscribe, turn notifications on so that you can watch future videos. Look at this. This is so actually, before I end this, I'm gonna rant some more. we are trying to do something a little bit different in terms of JDM parts container service, or whatever you want to call it. It's not anything new. It's been around forever. It's not any intellectual idea. Even what I'm doing or trying to do is probably not anything unique either. But the difference that I'm trying to do from most people is I want to buy direct. I want to build a relationship with companies in Japan. So one example is Reinhardt. We bought these exhausts directly from Reinhardt. All right, so we're not using a third party to buy things. You know, we pay someone and then they buy things in Japan, and then you have no reputation or no relationship built with these companies. Obviously, we did that with the Yahoo auction stuff and I mean some items, but the main goal of Go Aki is we want to build relationships directly with these companies in Japan. So that's why we buy directly from Kabuki, obviously being their Canadian distributor. Yeah, and we plan to just keep expanding, keep going to Japan, talking to these companies and just dealing directly with them. And hopefully we'll be able to build something interesting or cool. If you guys are looking for JDM parts, go down in the description, check out Go Aki Japan. The link is down there, and stay tuned. We are going to update the website with all these products. Give us some time. We're gonna unbox everything, try to take pictures, maybe clean things up, and yeah, we will have everything on the website, and everything's up for grabs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you click the like button. Make sure you click subscribe. I already said it. There's going to be some cool unboxing videos coming soon. And don't worry, I'm going to get all this stuff out of the way, get the S13 back in here because it's so close. I actually got, you probably can't see up there, but I got my aluminum and stainless material to finish the fab work on the S13. And we are so close to it being running. I just want to drive it at least once this summer, this Canadian or this Toronto summer, before the winter comes. And yeah, I think I'm just really excited about all this stuff. Guys, another thing, me and the wife, we are going back to Japan again. So maybe I will film some stuff when we do that. And I don't know, put down in the comments, guys. Give me some more interaction, whether you like what you're seeing or what you want to see, and I don't know, maybe I'll film what you want to see, or maybe I'll just keep doing what I want to do. I don't really know, but as always, guys, I appreciate you for watching, and I appreciate all the new subscribers. Go down in the description too and show Anthony some love, since he helped us unload this container like a madman. He had to work too the next day. We all had to work the next day. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm exhausted. I need some sleep. See you guys.